says hello. It is an early, burly Sunday fun day reading we got going on here. Welcome, everybody. I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer. We'll pull these out. Teacher, Shaman, Seer, Oracle, Lightworker, Starseed. We'll put all those away. Earth Angel, Mystic, Medium, Psychic, Witch, Yogi, Guru, Evangelist. We're going to use some of this. I am your North American Sybil, your messenger of God, first child of God, reincarnated. I am the goddess of the moon, the dark goddess who rules over your mind and emotions, your spiritual psychoanalyst, the Lilith. Give me 1 second. I want to refill my dog's water. In order to keep up with me, you would have to catch all my live videos from yesterday, what I posted in my shorts, and my community page. What did I post there? Venus meets the moon. Did you guys see it? It was beautiful. The crescent moon and Venus this morning. They always tell you to look at night, but there's too many other stars at night. It's very easy to see in the morning. There's not too many stars in the morning. All right. Why are we starting so early? Well, there seems to be a pattern of like 3 to 4 videos a day. As I spoke on yesterday, I'm spending about 4 to 5 hours doing this a day, so I want to get my day started. It takes a lot of energy. I get like super hungry and wore out while I'm doing channeling. It takes a lot of my day to recover from after the channel and then just do some regular day shit. And then in the recovery, they'll turn around and put me right back in. So it's like I saw it outside when I was sitting outside, or when I was walking the dog. That's a great smell. What is this? It's a spiritual wash. It's for working, can you see it? Yeah, it's for working with the ancestors. They have Florida water and it smells like fucking Listerine and I don't like that shit. I use also rose water and stuff like that. It's just anointing, I guess. I guess. What are we doing? So anyways, I wanted to hurry up and get some of this out of the way. Why? Because on Sunday, God really fills me with a lot of information to give. I have my first cards here, the Divine Nature. We're going to fly through these, and then we're supposed to open up the Bhagavad Gita today. I keep saying I'm going to get to Mary Magdalene on Sundays. As soon as I sat down, I picked up my Bible, so lots to talk about. Fuck. The Lumerian cards are up there. Fuck off. I got excited that I had everything I needed, and I do not. Oh, son of a monkey. Give me a second here. So yeah, let's see. What resonates from last night? What do we got here? What did we talk about? I don't know. That energy's gone. Bye-bye. I don't know what I know I made it very clear that I don't fuck with liars. I think I made it very clear about that. There's the Lumerians. There they are. All of my light cards are up here. Fine. Take the light cards. That's all I can remember. I talked about that. I talked about shadow work. I talked about all that shit. It doesn't really matter. We'll talk about it again next week. We always do. Let me get some oracles out here. Pull some cards. We'll just move on. We're in new energy. I don't know. We flushed the toilet. We're just in new energy. What do we got here? Get carried away. That's nice. That's nice. Hey, is that Andromeda? Oh yeah, we were talking about the pathways. To God, the ascension through your mind, and that's why I'm the gateway. I'm the keeper. I stand right here at the threshold of heaven. Well, of the divine, I guess, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Those are just, you know. I'm seeing Michael D'Angelo. No, wait, hold on, they're mixing up. I'm seeing artwork. It's not Da Vinci. I'm seeing all kinds of artwork out there, how they described the layers of heaven and they saw different, you know, choirs and angelical orders and shit like that. So anyways, yeah, that's me. I get you through it. I take you to it, and you know, you have to. I tell you, I'm just the guide. There's always a guide. I got my guides. You guys got your guides, and guy. Let me find my freaking. I'm a little off right now. My daughter's pissed off at me because I started so early. I was like, you know, would you do this if you were with Joe Bart? She didn't say shit. She's like, you're always doing these fucking videos. I was like, yeah. Is it that you're like being like, you know, like, yeah, come on now. She's really pissed off about it. Why? Because I had to move her out of the living space. She has a bed pulled out right there. And she, like, tends to want to own the whole fucking living room. So we stay in, you know, that's where it is. She runs this room, he runs that room, I run out of the room. Pretty much, yeah, that's why they need their own fucking rooms. Am I forgetting something, Lord? Archangels? Okay. We'll probably need not go any further than that. If we can, we'll dig out some more shit, but I doubt it. I'd be talking so much. Alright, let's get carried away. I hear the Willy Wonka song. Gene Hackman actually sang that. Come with me, and you'll see a world of pure imagination. This shit lives in your head? No, it lives in my heart, dude. It's pretty much nothing going on in my head. Until you guys trigger me and I start thinking, and I don't like that part. That's the part I don't like. Let's see. I went to Journey 40. Don't stop believing. Everything triggers something else. Really? Yeah, it's a fun language. Transform on number 12. Embrace your enthusiasm. Speak your truth. Get carried away. Now is the time for dreaming with the Sacred Mother. Let her carry you through the galaxy of possibilities. You are being asked right now not to consider practicality, logic, or even reality. Oh yeah, we read that yesterday. In what card? I don't remember. The Queen of Cups. Andromeda, the whole star system that's out there. You missed it. So did I. I went to sleep like a baby. I slept through it. The Divine Feminine Mother is already speaking to you in the mothering tongue of dream language. Enter the conversation with her by paying attention to your dreams. I teach you to do this during the day, but if you dream at night, that's what he said. That's what Mario said. Somebody in his family had died, and they came to him in his dreams. I was like, well, that's where they access you, or in your quiet space. That's what he said. He was hanging out with him in his dreams. I was like, yeah. That's the astral world? Well, that's the ethers. That's the ethers, where everything is. What is that? The soup. As I call it. The conscious soup, where everything is. The ethers, where everything can be accessed. Astral traveling is traveling through different, you know. Well, first off, it's a whatever. I don't even want to. I can't even describe space travel through your mind right now. Enter the conversation with her by paying attention to your dreams. This is a time for nurturing the deep psyche as it seeks to inform you of your next step and next vision. And that's where it is you need to get outside. Why is it always outside with you? Come on. Do you think I say this just for my good? I say it for your good and for the good of all. You need Mother Earth to access the Divine Mother, which is what? Your divine feminine inside, your intuition and your subconscious. I told you all about this last night. For anybody new, make sure you catch that video. You have to go beyond the constructs of your mind to reach the divine. Oh, wait, rhyming? Okay. Rhyming with Father Time over here. And that's where it is. I teach you that, you know, I'm beyond time and space. I'm the divine feminine. I'm that whole access. How do you access it? Through your fucking bellies. Jesus Christ almighty. It's not action. It's reflection, bro. In doing nothing, you access everything. It's so fucking stupid. That's what gives me that guru and yogi status. What, the ability to sit still forever? When I think of a yogi and a guru, that's all I think about. Like, all you guys do is sit around all day. Oh yeah, that's what I do too. At least I listen to music and smoke weed. What the fuck are you doing? Really? Not always. Most of the time I forget to change the channel and I'm just sitting there with numb headphones and I have not hit the weed in about 10 minutes. I'm just holding it in my hand. It looks like I'm stoned, and that works. I'm like solid as a rock, totally surfing through time and space, bro. Really? Yeah. You guys don't access it. Starts with the imagination. Those become, it is part of the imagination, but when I use that, you can get distorted in your delusions of what you want it to be, not what it is. And when you really access the divine, there's no you're not really, you don't have no control, really. I mean, you can sort of, that would take as much years as me, and even that, I can, sort of, like, take a time machine. Not really, you can't fully direct it, they direct you. Once you get in there, you're, like, guided. Yeah, you see all the stars? That's how it looks like in the morning. I love it. I probably think I'm so weird. I come out and I just stare at the sky for about 5 minutes before I even go anywhere. Just like, well, where is I'm checking to make sure everything's in place, I suppose. They're so beautiful. Anyways, going on to that. So if you want to seek God, you have to seek time alone by yourself. And typically in nature is how it works. You don't need all the, tobacco and marijuana and all that shit. But the quiet hours are the best. If you're going out in the middle of the day and there's construction and your neighbors are running and there's all of this stuff, it's a little distracting. You're like a dog watching squirrels go by. You really need a quiet space. Like an infant completely dependent on its mother to carry it through adulthood, relax and rely on the arms of the sacred mother to carry you into the next phase of life and love. Don't try to control or influence this stage. Well, I forgot to read that first. But that's really what it is you just wait. As God says, you're still but ready. Be still and be ready to expect the unexpected. That's what came in the cards yesterday. Expect the unexpected. Well, let me go shave my legs, because that's what women are supposed to do on a good time. Everything's a joke to me. Yeah, you're supposed to connect with your feelings today. That's what they said yesterday. They always say every damn day. Really? How much time do you spend with yourself? I know. And I have to do that, because that's where I'm charging all this information, and then I blow myself out there. I had to come back and fill myself back up. Really? Yeah. You guys just be blowing out shit out your ass. Really? Pretty much. Let me try to put these away. It's a little complex because this fucking bag is falling apart. I need some Christmas bags. These are really easy to find. Well, yeah. Okay, let's do the Lemurians. Let's see where we are in the highest level of light. Oh, you're awakening to your awareness, huh? Awakening. Oh, is that 17? The next card's 17. It's the triangle. Hey, I started laughing at you, Marshall. They said on some kind of channel that it's like, it's confirmed. He's dating. I was like, and then I thought about what I saw yesterday. It's like, it's confirmed. He's smashing. Way to put it. That's a nice way to put it. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. Are you smashing, bro? Smashing the sheets. Eat her. Imagine if we were in a freaking auditorium filled with hundreds of people and I started just cutting these jokes. Do you think I won't? You think I won't? Do you think I'm going to chill? I might laugh harder. Don't look at me. I'm never going to stop laughing. We're going to have to put those windows up like they have at the whale tanks. So I can't see the crowd because I'll be laughing. Oh, shit. I'm funny. All right, this taps in again. They're trying to tell you to tap in. The last one said to listen to the Divine Mother and catch your inspiration. Now listen to this. Beyond the veil, clearing distortion and illusion, awareness of what's running us subconsciously, communion with our God force, energetic sovereignty, growth outside your comfort zone, the collective awakening. I laugh every time because, gosh, it sucks. You can't go back. Welcome to the light. Blinded by the light. Hey, you know why I can't forgive fucking liars? I'm a truth seeker, dude. I live in the realm of truth. A liar has no place in truth. Really? Yeah. We're all sinners. Be honest about it. Don't try to fucking fake the funk. Realistically, a liar is just is trying to protect themselves from the shame of what they've done. And I always tell everyone, dude, everybody can forgive you for what you've done, but a liar can't be trusted. A liar can't be trusted. Everything else can be forgiven. You know what I mean? I can forgive somebody for eating human flesh. Why? Well, at least they didn't lie about it. We know if they have the urge, they'll tell us the truth. If they're going to do it again, we can, they'll tell us. But you, And that's why Morgan made it through the fire with me. Morgan was the first person I've ever seen in all my time do that, dude. I asked her, I said, don't lie to me. Did you or did you not? She looked me dead in my face, and I was waiting for a lie, because that's all I've ever gotten my whole life. She said, you're right. I fucked up. Will you forgive me and give me another chance? And I was in absolute shock. And it was done. It was over. And I had far more respect for her truth than anything that happened prior to that moment. And anything that'll happen in the future. If she makes a mistake, if she does something, I know that she'll own up to it. And that's more power than what the powerless act that she might have pulled. Really? Yeah, bro. I don't. I can't. And that's why I say people are walking around in full lie mode. Full fucking mask. Full fucking, you know what I mean, Halloween pretending. I can't. It drives me absolutely fucking bonkers. Alright, physical reality is the tip of the iceberg. I don't think physical reality is real. It's a reflection. It's a fucking illusion of what reality was. The tapestry we see on the surface level is just a fraction of what's going on beyond. Awakening awareness can take place when we start to look between the lines at occurring themes. That's patterns, aspects, and symbols that gain our intuitive attention. I spoke about that yesterday, as how all of these things let me know an energy, how there's all of these light codes, how all of these things are an actual language. Whose? His. Metatron's. The light language was always his, where you can recognize it. You can recognize God's messages in the birds, in the weather, in the trees, in all things. You can see God in all things. Really? He's talking. It's like you're in the middle of a conversation and then something caught your, attention. And it's God. He's louder than people, bro. He pulls your attention to something. It's like I'm sitting there and all of a sudden I'm guided to look straight up and there's a fucking hawk above us. It's like, how did you know? It was more important than what you were talking about. Seriously? Yeah, louder than life, bro. I'm serious. These light codes, like when God's talking, that's why I'm like, shh. Shh, I'm listening. They're talking shit. That's what I said. Pac, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit. This morning I'm riding the elevator, and they remind me of how the people got stuck on the elevator, and they're laughing. I was like, it's not funny, even though I'm laughing. It's not funny. That's scary, bro. That could have been me. That's not funny. My kids are so scared of that elevator to begin with, and then it really happens. Fucking shit. It happened twice. Fucking firemen had to come save a bitch. Thank God we have such a fast response time. But it was a fucking elevator full of kids crying on the 7th floor. A glass elevator. I'm telling you, when I ride up there, I get freaked. These poor kids, and fucking they're laughing. The Holy Spirit's laughing about it this morning. That's not funny, bro. It taught them, though, because these are the same fucking kids that hold up the fucking elevator up on the 7th floor and press all the buttons and play around on it. The fucking door closed, and those motherfucking kids aren't never going to get on that elevator again. Seriously? And it is. Their parents don't watch them, so they play around on the elevators. I'll be sitting there for like 5 minutes, dude. Like, why didn't I take the stairs? I spaced out, and I'm like, why am I still here? And I catch them, dude. I'll catch them. I'll walk around, and I'll be like, fucking in Spanish, they'll be on the 6th floor. Hey, get out of the doorway. So it was karma like a motherfucker, and everybody saw it in mortification that these kids were great. ah, ah, ah. There was no adult, dude. It's like 5 kids on the elevator, a glass elevator that the door kept trying to open and wouldn't, so it kept rocking and shaking. Do you know how fucking scared those kids are? My Holy Spirit kid is like laughing about it this morning. That shit is not funny, dude. I mean, what do you think? You think that's justice prevails? I think it was fucking scary. It happened right when I came down the elevator the first time, and it happened right when I came down the second time. Really? Because I go to my car and I look up and the fucking fire truck was here. I swear on God, he's so funny. Was it the devil? The devil came and got those kids. Michael's like, I got you. Come on. Super funny. Anyways, this oracle speaks to a deeper nature behind all that we know with our eyes and minds, also known as the matrix or the veil. Once discovered, it is so easy to get lost in. Oh, I mean, for real. I spent all day over there. I am the veiled one. I am the high priestess. I see beyond the veil of all things. I always have. I said it. Once the third eye turned on, it never fucking blinks. What is it? Holographic realities on top of this reality that are just playing out. Literally? Yeah. That's why you catch deja vu. Why is deja vu? Because you would literally have done this before. You're replaying time until you learn this stupid lesson. Seriously, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro. If you catch yourself in deja vu, do something fucking different. Just stay still. Patterns, bro. Look at where you are. Look at your Facebook memories, bro. That's real creepy. Look at your Google memories. You can see the patterns, bro. You can see you're reliving time, bro. You haven't broke free. You're on a matrix. You're on the same level. Facing the same devil. Really? I shared that in my community page. I'm just sitting here. I collapsed that timeline. What does that mean? I fought the devil. If I didn't have sex with Bobby, I would have just kept fucking around waiting to have sex with Bobby. Really? Yeah, it was meant to be. I was fucking around for like 3 years. I should have just fucked the motherfucker and moved on. Really? Yeah, pretty much. How long have we been waiting to do this? How long have we been holding this off? Just going around the fucking corner around here. Just going around the block. Blockheads. Not this time. That's where it is. You've got to break these patterns. The things you're scared of, the things you're driven to, the things you desire. They're still there. They're going to keep resurfacing. Every day you have a chance to, you know what I mean, break free and do what your heart desires. What keeps you there is your mind. You're stuck in this matrix of your mind. Anyways, moving on. We are conditioned to be disoriented in our physical reality so that anything outside of it becomes unfathomable. Unfathomable. And that's where it is like you guys come over here like, no way. All of you are sitting on the edge of your seat waiting to see if Lewis wins third place. Why? Because you lack belief. Why do we have any reason not to believe it? Did I want it for him? Did I make it happen? Or did I see it happen? Why did I see it happen? You say it was the future, but if it already happened and I seen it happen, it means it's the past, douchebags. I don't see the future. I see time replaying, bro. It's annoying. It's just replaying. You think it's the future because you haven't seen it before. But if you sit there, my book is changing pages by itself. Really? I literally watched it. That was creepy. That was super creepy. You just can't fathom it. You don't. It's like you think it's unbelievable, but it's just unspeakable or unthought of. You know what I mean? Like the situation, going back to me and Bobby, this isn't a fucking, you're making this out to be the worst thing in the fucking world. You just haven't thought about it. This isn't the worst thing in the world. You just haven't fucking thought about this before. And you can't think about it. It's too hard. Well, once I got into it, I saw how it blows your mind. But in the essence, like, all right, well, let's break this down, this big old thought that we never thought of before. And that's just what it is. It's like, you have all the proof that aliens exist. But yeah, it's still, you will not allow it to enter into your programming. Because your programming is so dense that it has told you for so long that's not true. All you have to do is tell your mind something different. And that's where we work with, is faith. You don't have faith or belief to the things you see in front of you. Really? Really? So, whatever. And in the essence, are you going to cash out on my knowing? No. It comes whenever it comes, and it's not very useful. And we did that shit in the very beginning with Drake when he had a gambling problem. It was just an exposition, or an exposition. It was an exhibit of God's power, not mine. An exhibit of what happens in time, not mine. I don't make things happen. Really? Well, with the one exception of what I'm doing currently, this is the first time I'm making something happen. I'm making it very aware. I'm fueling the energy of change. What? For the fucking SNAP benefits. There's 42 million people about to go hungry next month, including my family, if we don't do something. No, we're not going to go hungry. Absolutely not. We won't go hungry. But I'm not going to sit here and let the American people go hungry either when I have the magic. When I have the ability to shift the fucking internal fucking divine feminine energy inside of mankind. I'm shifting it towards compassion. I'm shifting the parties to look towards this particular fucking problem. And specifically Big Orange over there. I am all over his fucking energy with this shit. He's going to be aware that this is a problem for the American citizens, and he cannot let his American citizens go hungry. Really? Well, what sets him apart from Kim Jong-un? Yeah, we got a problem. And that's really it. I don't really fuck with the energy. I'm just here to witness it and go with it. I do have those abilities as given to me in the Revelation times, but I'm not here to do all of that. Why alter the destruction of the rebirth? You know what I mean? There's certain things, though, that they're just not aware of. They're not, consciously aware of. There's got to be some restraints on some certain areas. Really? Yeah. All right, so what was we talking about? Unconditional love, right? No, we were on number 17. Sorry. We can be more ensnared in the matrix. Wait. That's not where we were at all. We were at the very beginning of this one. We are conditioned to be disoriented in our physical reality so that anything outside of it becomes fathomable. Thus, we seek a framework that parallels the nature of laws of this limiting space. And that's it. You want to make it fit into your belief system. You want to, make it work for you and your mind, because otherwise it's uncomfortable to see it a different way. And yet there is a lot more going on. Our awakening awareness would like us to stretch our consciousness to grasp it. This awareness activates our intuitive system, helps us navigate what is true, and supports us in becoming more sovereign and empowered. We can become more ensnared in the matrix when we are lost in what is running us internally. And that's what it comes down to my visions. I didn't see a vision of what I would be. I seen a vision of what is, what will be, what's done. And that's what I always say. I see the end of this. I've seen that this works and it's all done. So I don't have to worry about how this ends. Once you know it all works out, then you don't give a shit what happens. I mean, not really. And that's what it says. I'm already rich. I'm already famous. I built these fucking communities. I did all of this crazy work, dude. I already did it. I did it before I got here. Now I'm just going through the time of it. Really? Yeah, bro. Is there such thing as the future? It's created within the minds of you now. So ultimately, the future is always foreseen because you see it. You're creating it in your mind. And that goes straight into what? The conscious soup. Running away and or distracting ourselves may offer short-term relief or a band-aid. But but deep suffering. Society is coated with a layer of conformity, the idea of that's just the way things are done. And that's it. You have to do it the right way. You have to do it according to what people expect or what you think of yourself. You're not supposed to try new ways or do new things or step out of line like I do. Well, I'm here to teach you as the divine feminine, as the rebellion, that you need to break free of the constructs of your mind for your spirit to be free. The programming, the limitations that are put on you since a fucking child. When you were a child, your parents told you not to eat a specific thing. They told you how to brush your teeth. They told you what to wear. They told you what was appropriate. Everybody conditioned you all the way through life. They corrected and conditioned you. No, we don't do that. No, we don't say that. We don't act like that. We don't eat that. We don't talk to those people. We don't believe such things. They told you what we are. According to them, you're conditioned. We have to take off all these conditionings, and that's why you are stuck in conditional love. You have all these conditions of how you're supposed to act in order to receive admiration, love, and attention from others. Act a fool. All right, let's see where are we at. Damn, this is going to be forever. That's just the way things are done. Roadblock questions when things may be out of alignment. But as we step free and awaken, we gain a more holistic approach to conscious. Right there, I could see somebody's thoughts. Not mine, somebody else's. As I'm reading this, I can see what you're imagining. Yeah? I can see you imagining hanging out with me. Was that my imagination? No. I'm in the cosmic conscious, and I can see your thoughts in here. These are daydreams, what you think, what you manifest, what you hope will happen. And as the goddess of the feminine, I catch all the feelings. So at the night, you know what I mean? Nighttime, bitch, is when I can hear all of that, and I can feel all of that you're pushing out in your quiet space. I'm in the quiet space. I can hear all the quiet shit. But as we step free and awaken, we gain more holistic approach to consciousness and come to know ourselves more deeply. We can take things into our own hands and make changes in the world, thus regarding energy, choice, and abundance that is rightfully ours. As we wiggle, what is this? Wiggle? I don't know. They didn't spell that right. Why'd they put an R in there? They must have made a mistake, right? Ringle? I don't know. Into revelations of freedom, we can't help but awaken those around us. And that's it. People see you changing. They're excited on the change. What's up with you? A single glimpse of limitless internal, and your life will never be the same again. When we directly experience the transcendent yet profound experience of existence, we can allow the constructs we have spent our lives believing to drop away. Our knowledge of the eternal doesn't leave us, although we may forget it. As we return to our humanness, we may use resonating to write it off, or we may create whole religions around it in an effort to grasp and recreate it. When we look at the eyes of God, our consciousness raises, so we can fathom the unfathomable. This expansive experience can never be boxed into words or intellect, but artists, poets, and musicians may be able to share in a small way the essence of what helps us remember ourselves back to our true state. The portals in this existence are vast in numbers and form. For me, awakening awareness has come through a deep meditation, ecstatic dance, and journeying with my Dharma. In essence, connecting with this element is about raising our vibration, getting out of our heads and allowing our spirit to lead the way. When we walk behind the veil, we discover our true path. I want to point out that right now, as we're approaching Halloween, the veil's the thinnest, is what they always say about this time. You can access the other worlds right now, not just the dead, and that's where people always want. They miss their dead people. Yeah, them too. But it's a higher access. When we walk behind the veil, we discover our true path. Our reason for being here is revealed in symbolic jigsaw puzzle pieces and synchronicities. I told you, it's a national discovery trip. I'm always finding puzzle pieces across the nation. I'm finding, I left them here in other lives. Little tokens, little life events. You know what I mean? You're guided. Stuff like that. The mysteries unweave and the paradox speak to a different part of us. It gets so loud. You're like, all right, Holy Spirit, you're being loud about it now. And it's because sometimes you're not listening. The language isn't any louder. It's just you're more aware. You weren't aware that they were so loud in your life all the time before this. And that just goes back to your spirits, even my spirit guides. I'm seeing the Holy Spirits. I didn't know they were there. Back to Marilyn Monroe. I didn't realize that she had been there ever since Marshall's birthday all those years ago in his DM singing Happy Birthday, Mr. President to him. I didn't realize that they were, you know what I mean, until you can see them. And that's behind the veil. But then like, I literally came to Marshall. I'm like, Marshall, Eazy-E's in front of me. Why is he here? I'm sitting with Pac in the car. We're just chilling, and I'm looking at Eazy-E. And it's just a vision, and you're trying to understand, where'd you come from? Why are you here? And they always say the same fucking thing. I've always been here. And then they'll show me how they came through in my videos. Jesus Christ. You always been here? Always been here. Where you been? Then it gets weird. And then you're like rolling with a whole ass posse. Rolling with the homies. Anyways, just for real? Yeah. The mysteries unweave. Our affirmations are potent and our prayers are heard in the medicine of life lessons. However strong and uncomfortable, is full of powerful growth. This is one of the elemental cards because without moment-to-moment awakening and awareness, magic, healing, and affirmation cannot be deep and real way enough to actualize. And that's the affirmations, is believing in it and speaking on it. You have to speak on the visions that you've seen, that God has given you upon your life. Really? I have to tell you what I see. I have to tell you the auditorium. I have to tell you how I see the angels in the room. I have to tell you how I see I have to tell you the visions so that they can be true. Really? Yeah, there's rooms where you'll have all of their pictures and all of their studies, almost like a museum. Really? Yes. It's really amazing. My spiritual learning center, it's amazing. Almost like a castle, if you will, but not really. And you can just walk around and you're nothing but learning. You're surrounded by gods and goddesses and by ancient historical figures that were part of this, you know what I mean, this movement. It'll be filled. Lots of different music, bright colors, fucking food. Always, dude. Why? Because it's gotta have food. It's soul food. Let's see. And that's just the inside of the, you know what I mean? That's the atrium. That's the whole, that's not even anything like that. That's just the actual spiritual learning center. That's not even the vision behind the communities, bro. They're so awesome. Really awesome communities. Awesome. There's not architects that can fucking create this, dude. There's no way. There's no way, bro. God has given this vision for the people. And to me, to give it to the right people to create such things. You know what I mean? But they're waiting. You know what I mean? That new evolutionary vision on fashion and on structure and on music and all that. Yeah, I know where that is. Let me tell you the vision that God has for the future. It's all different. I see a different future, bro. And as I speak it into the lives of the creators, so shall it be. He gave them the gifts. They just don't have the vision. All they need is that. The ability to see what God sees in the future. Ta-da! It's not really the future if I already see it so perfectly. I can see the movement. I can see the people. I can see everything. How is that the future when I can see it so clearly that it's done? I can see the done product. Really? Yeah, there's some fun times digging in the dirt, but it's done. Really? Really? Yeah, it's amazing. And then later, it's cool because I can see how the weather just moves. It does not touch us. It goes nowhere near us. We have the ultimate perfect weather. We are so surrounded by God's grace. Really? Really. It doesn't have no big ass walls like that where people can't come in. It doesn't have no tall ass walls that are 20 feet tall where there's no zombies and there's no people, because then that keeps out the animals as well. It doesn't have anything like that. Why? Because we're protected by the Holy Spirit. We need not protect ourselves from the people of this world. Think about it that way. This is not just imagining God, but seeing, knowing, and communing with the divine spark inside each of us. And that's where it is. I sit with them and I see the future. They show me what they're planning. They show me, you know what I mean? I sit with them. And then I have to bring it back. Hey, you know what God said? You know what God has planned? You know what God's doing up there? This card is a reminder to wake up. There are many levels of stages of awakening. There is no on and off switch. That's it. You can't turn it off. Keep learning, putting yourself in situations where you can grow, which means keep pushing yourself. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go. Keep letting go of the conditions of your mind. That's what my twin flames taught me. Through them, I was able to break my own rules and the rules of this world in the name of love. And that's what got me there. I did it in the name of love. You know what I mean? Love for myself. Because really, I had to love myself enough to pursue something I really wanted. Sometimes we go back to sleep, so stay aligned with your inner guidance and find your way to remember to wake up. Do what you love to keep your vibe high. It's not about instant pleasure, but the joy is about substantial and sustainable. Eat healthy, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. When your energy system becomes blocked or needs a cleanse, we can become drowsy and to our vital nature. Energy clearing can help you recenter. Shadow work may also be needed if certain things are running in your mind in a disempowering or distorting way. Shadow work means what? Working through the thoughts. And that's what pissed me off about fucking, you know what I mean, Wolfman. He don't want to fucking do shadow work. He don't want to do he doesn't want to go through the awakening. He doesn't want to do a dark night of the soul. He just wants all the power without changing who he is. He wants to be him, but a fake version of him. And that's Russ. They want to keep things the way they are, but just make them better. No, you're not seeing that the way things are not good enough for you. You have a distorted reality where you're trying to live in two worlds. Be of two worlds. You can't serve two gods. You either let this life go so you can have a better life, or you suffer in this life, always reaching for God and praying to God to come into your life. He's there as you suffer, but it's your suffering. He has told you 1,000,000 billion times to get the fuck out of there. And he's given you a way out, and he's got a plan for you. But you don't want to go with the plan. You want to stay there and suffer. In what? In your thoughts. Find your unique way to connect with the divine inside. Inside, not outside. Meaning, well, yeah, go outside. But this happens inside. It's conversations that happen inside between your heart and your mind. All of this is inside, bro. Sure, we could go to Mother Cabrini's shrine and you will have one hell of a spiritual experience. But we could sit on my porch and have that same experience, bro. It's inside. God said, Jesus said, there will be a day where you will not run to this mountain or the next to praise God. Those days are here. You don't have to go searching for God. He's inside of you. The entire fucking universe is inside that heart. It starts by listening to the aches of it. The little things it wants. The good foods, the rest, the adventure, the outside experience. It wants little things. It's a child. Start feeding it, keeping it happy, and it starts pushing. But it's going to go against your mind. Because you're told you're not supposed to do the things of your heart. And that's where you have to, You're beautiful. Even when you're mad. You're still mad an hour later? I was thinking you really put in some time in there.
I was sleeping in there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. You're seeking guidance. I'm telling you how to seek differently. Or to seek God. Seek God in all things. What's wrong? You got heartburn?
No, something's poking me.
It went down the wrong one? The wrong pipe?
I don't know. It feels like really sad.
Maybe you're having a heart attack or you need some heart chakra. That was me the other day. Alright, let's move on. We're going to do an archangel here. And that's just really it. You have to tend to it. It's a totally different language. And you can hear it. And the heart is, you know, obviously far more powerful. Hey, you want to pick a card for me?
No.
Come on, you're right here.
I'm not throw up.
Ew. I went down the wrong pipe. Alright, I'll pick a card. I bought a strawberry one if you want to get one.
Yeah.
You are? Okay. What do we got? Oh shit, justice. Is that 25? We pulled a bunch of 25s. No, it's 35. I just got quiet. I went to Sophia.
Your sister?
No. It's the rose. It's an angelical energy. Going back to Mary Magdalene, the people that her following were called the Sophians. All right. The mighty iron are a pair of great twin angels. Let me tell you who they are on page 114 and 15. It's the platinum ray. It's the cosmic chakra, far above the edge of the Earth's atmosphere. How do you get there? You align your chakras, and then you can access cosmic chakras. You can use them through Earth chakras too. But basically, yeah. Have I sat there? Injustice? Yeah. Told you. I got stuck in spiritual court with Hades, with Wolfman. And here we are now. Anyways, activation of the light body, perfect flow, unification, oneness, all chakras become one, unified chakra, complete alignment, totality, stellar alignment, cosmic balance. Crystals are platinum, osmium, mascarati, I don't know, all things I don't have. Tetrahedrite, maybe I have one of those. Stibonite, the essential oil is magnolia. The star constellation is the Vega, the brightest star of Lyra. The cosmic harp and Apollo's harp. Where's this? The Lyrans are a whole nother story. That's a cosmic war that happened between Orion and all that. That's where all those fucking Star Trek movies come from. Yeah, the cosmic wars up there. Yeah, fighting and all that bullshit. Yeah, it's an interesting thing about the battle. Those are what logic. Logic keeps those memories. He has the memories of space. Really? Yeah. He writes books and shit about it. He has those memories. They're memories. He thinks they're the future. That shit done happened like fucking millions of light years ago, bro. It was an old life. You're trying to live there. But it's just it. It was his, you know, his glory days. Ooh, that smells very strong. Here, you want this? Go ahead. Take the whole thing. All right. The mighty iron are a pair of great twin angels who are said to reside in the sixth heaven, together with another set of angels known as the Quadrasin. The iron constitute the highest council of judgment in the heavenly courts. They are among the 8 ultra-powerful angels, which have the rank and superior, even that of the mighty Metatron. So now we're beyond Metatron. I told you, fate. You can't fuck with them. I can't. Nobody can. Nope. When will you meet them? At the end of this life, or perhaps in this life. I'm not sure. I should hope you never get yourself in spiritual court like that during a life. Not like mine. It's a conscious level. I got locked in there for like 2 days. Really? Yeah. What is it? They just replay your fucking memories. It's a interrogation of your life experience. Till you see. They don't see. You have to see. It's obnoxious. There's the weighing of the heart, of course. We're in Libra season. We're about to jump in. It's the last part. We're about to jump into Scorpio season. So they'll weigh you, and then they'll kill you. What's Scorpio? Death? Or transformation? Based on it. It's just a gateway. Really? For some of you to heaven, for others to hell. In the essence, it's just another level of hell. Yeah. The iron are known as the Watchers, and as the Watchers, they are able to see the whole truth in every situation. In the Oracle, they are shown as male and female philosophers or politicians from ancient Greece, and that's why I said we're getting into some political shit right now. We have to do this. We have to do what's right. We have to move the energy. We have to impose on humanity right now. They are wearing blindfolds as nod to Lady Justice and a notion of blind justice. The iron sees absolutely everything, and that's where Fortuna is. She's blind fate. She wears. They're. That's it. That's it. They don't. It's blind. So when they are, and that's it. You can't make them see it your way. You can't make them see it your way, is what that means. They see the truth in all things. Not your version of it, not anything. It's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth of what lies behind all of this. Everybody has, you're allowed to be heard. Everybody has their version of the truth, how it went down. We all put everybody together, right? And we all take their fucking stories. And that way it paints a picture for the detectives so they can see the bigger picture. They see the bigger picture. Nothing said. They know the truth. They know the intentions. They know what everyone's saying, despite what everyone might be changing in the, using their words and lying and shit. They know the truth. So when they are around, we are rarely even able to hide from ourselves. They open our eyes to that which has been previously blinded to show us where we have been blindsided, so that they can help us achieve the gift of true discernment. What was the last card? Awakening. What was the card before that? What was it? Endless some shit or something shit? It's all about awakening. Likewise, if you've ever been in a situation where the truth seems to evade you, call on the iron to clearly show you the truth at the heart of the matter. Most empaths and sensitives are highly susceptible to seeing only the good in others. However, this can be disempowering when later discovered that another has been acting in a way that wasn't entirely in integrity. Or perhaps they were acting selfishly and did not have the best intentions with regards to the impact of their actions. And that's kind of where it is where they show you the layers of what was really going on. The truth hurts, bro. You don't really, when they show you what these people were really up to. To me, the iron represents ultimate justice, balance, harmony, and order. Whenever they appear, they carry a set of silver and gold scales. They use these scales to help us recognize the duality and polarities within our lives and show us where more balance may be needed. Like Sequid Hosey and Zuriel, they can also help us align our masculine and feminine energies. We've been speaking of that all weekend. Was the balance. That's the Lover's card you keep getting. The balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But mostly they also help us to delineate between right and wrong in order to keep ourselves accountable for our actions or stand up for those who may be wronging us or taking advantage of our good nature in some way. Right? Right. The iron can help highlight any injustice and show us how to act in a peaceful but powerful as a powerful mediator to help resolve issues from the highest possible vantage point. And that's what happened on Friday. They came in and said that we needed to go to court about this guy. We needed to fight for this. We needed to fight for these injustice. The injustice that happened, and I didn't even see her all day yesterday or last night. After I told her, you know what I mean? Because what happens, I told her we're going to go to court about this. So what happens in her mind? She starts freaking out. Everybody does. What if this happens? And what if that happens? And what if this happens? And what if they kick us out? And what if this? And what if that? It started this weekend. And in essence, Gabriel, again, the white light, is like, I have a job for you. And that's where it comes down. It comes from the highest orders. I need you to do this. And that's where it is. It's called from the divine. You have to hear the calling from up there and change time down here. You have to make what God is telling you, the vision he's put on your heart, is to change reality here. Really? Mm-hmm. The powerful pair of angels are incredibly potent to pray to if you are involved in a legal situation or a court case. Are we going to go to court? I don't see it going to court. What do I see? $10,000. Quietly. It's like, that's what I need to talk to her about. We can quietly to do this for $10,000 each. I don't see this going to court, because if it does, it goes too big. That fucking lawyer, he's going to rape the shit out of the Salvation Army for this. Why? So he can make his firm big. Not because me and her went through some shit. Because this is an opportunity to blow up his firm. Really? Yeah, they'll have some little that little plaque that says we've awarded our this, that, and the other, and they're always doing it. They're always looking for, that big fish. Just saying. And that goes back to what's happening in the White House and shit. This is, you know what I mean? They're at a standstill up there. You can ask them to raise the matter to a higher level of justice in order for it to be reviewed by the heavenly courts. There is a justice system in every dimension and every level of existence. And that's why I said I have the power to call justice on any situation. And I actually called justice on the divine in the beginning. I felt like they were slacking up there. It was an unbelievable thing. Really? Yeah, they sit at the highest. I called them. I said, I don't believe that the angels are doing what they're supposed to be fucking doing. Can you do an audit and review and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be fucking doing? All hell broke loose up there. You called the IRS? I sure the fuck did. I said, hold on. There's too much going on down here. I don't feel like you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing up there. You've been sitting around quietly for eons. And I called them. And I'll call justice on whoever. You know what I mean? It's like, no, bring the truth. Here comes the boom. That's what I heard, that Nelly song. Alright, anyways. You can ask them to raise the matter. Yeah. So if you feel that you are being unfairly tested or cannot see a way out of entanglement, call on the Iron to intervene on your behalf and to bring the fastest, most harmonious, and fair resolution to the situation. I went to them into the beginning to break the cords between Russ and me and between Bobby and me. Why? Because I felt like the cords were too heavy. I felt like that I was going through more than I signed up for. I asked for the cords to be broken. I sat with them for, consciously different times for weeks. Really? Yup, just reviewing it. What the actual contract was. They had to look at it. And then they had to look at the behaviors. And then what happened? Slowly but surely, they separated Russ and I to where he doesn't have that cord on me anymore. And as far as Bobby and shit, I just wanted that to go away. But that was just, I couldn't put that away yet. The healing wasn't done. And that's where it came to. When it came to the final statements, did he, which is Russ, despite all the extra that he put on it, did he fulfill his contract to heal me in these areas? Did he reflect these areas back to me, regardless of all the extra that was in the mirror? Did I get my healing out of it? Or did his behaviors hinder my healing, make it harder for me to heal? The case was closed. Really? He didn't make it harder. And that was the whole fight. He's making this worse than it needs to be. He's adding more pain to the healing process. He's doing it purposefully. And that's where they sat, reviewing it over and over, his actions. Did he, you know what I mean? Was it unfair play? Really? Yeah. It's like he's taking it too far. He's taking it too fucking far. As far as Bobby, I just wanted to break the fucking contract. I just didn't want to keep coming back to it. I never had even touched it, to be honest. I just wanted it to be done. We have contracts with people, bro. I was supposed to carry my brother and his shit-ass energy for that many years. Only that many years, bitch. I'm not carrying you all the way through fucking life. I'm not your mother. This is it. You know what I mean? We will play these roles for this long, and this long only. I was contracted to be in that terrible relationship with my ex-husband for that many years. That many years. No longer. It will not be extended. You will not push more pain, more suffering, more heartache, more hard lessons upon me for any longer. You are here to teach me these lessons. You are here to play this role so that I can learn it and get the fuck out of my life. You've served no purpose. You're not here for the long run. You're not here. You are just here as karma. And you are karma to everybody else. You have an intricate role in hell to bring fucking suffering to those that need it, that need to face their pain, or that need this pain. That's it. What was Russ? Hell. If you invite the iron into your life, they will bring you into swift alignment with your core truth and help you find and awaken your most authentic self possible. Message. Ask us to bring clarity when the truth evades you. We can help you discern the right choice when making an important decision or when you are unsure of the highest course of action to take. With our help, anything remaining hidden will soon come swiftly out of the light, out into the light. I'm not invoking them, they're upon us. They bring everything to light. This is gonna be ugly. Really? Mm-hmm. It's beyond investigation. It's beyond judge. It's beyond judgment. They tell you the truth. So it's funny, like you would go and pray to Lucifer to ask him for, for guidance. All the places and all the angels and all of the realms, it's like you don't even know the orders and what they are. Again, if they sit higher than Metatron, and Metatron is the closest thing to God, then what are they? God? Quiet on the set, huh? If Gabriel is the voice of God and only speaks for God, God's voice speaks through Gabriel, then what is Gabriel? God? If Jesus carries God and his message and his power, and he delivers it to you, then what is Jesus? God? When a person goes and advocates and fights and feeds the homeless and does all of this, Mother Cabrini, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, were they people or were they God in a human form? God is in all things, except for you, apparently. You deny that heart of goodness to people, to yourself and to others. All right, how to meet the iron. Diamond Alchemy Scales of Discernment. That was my first gift in all my spiritual gifts, was the power of discernment, a knowing, an inner knowing, a psychic ability. The ability to see beyond the veil didn't come later. And it probably didn't come until Halloween of my first awakening. It's in those videos. I have to scroll for so fucking long in each of those things, but it probably was around Halloween that I started to see the spirits. Really? I mean, I woke up in September, October, November. It was a fast awakening. There was a lot going on. For sure? Oh, for sure. For sure. All right, become the angel. Being willing to accept the truth, however harsh, is a gift from the iron. And that's it. Be brave enough to make me cry. Tell me the truth. That's all I ever asked Bobby, bro. He could never say it. I finally was able to see it, but he couldn't just say it. All I want is the fucking truth, bro. No matter how ugly it is. It's what I live off of. I'll feel good knowing that I got the truth. It's what I know is love. It's what I know is love. When I go and tell Marshall the truth, that's love, bro. When God tells me the truth and he doesn't fucking sugarcoat it and he's mean to me about it and I get mad, it's love. He's not faking me, bro. He's telling me the truth. He loves me enough, bro. He's not gonna bullshit at me, even if it's gonna make me cry. You think you love someone because you're lying to them, but that's not true. You're afraid of them. That's why you're lying to them. When you really love someone, it's not like you don't want to hurt them, but when you really love someone, you tell them you can hurt them with just being the truth. My truth hurts everyone. I don't mean to hurt you. I just mean to be honest. The truth is everything to me. And that's what I said. I started this whole video. It's like, if there's anything, I just can't deal with a liar. No, that's not what I said. It's exactly what you fucking said. Why are you lying to me? They try to say that you're crazy. They try to manipulate it. They just won't take ownership. They won't be honest. And that's what I said. If you don't have honesty, you don't have integrity, you don't have loyalty. And then it goes back to, well, they don't lie to me. Because they're too scared to lie to you. But they're still a liar. Russ is a liar. He'll tell you one thing, and he'll do another. He's a liar. I can't. Be willing to look deeper inside your own mind and thought process to uncover where you have been hiding from the truth. And that's it too, is I'll catch myself in a lie. Like, I'm lying. I'm lying to myself. That's not how I truly feel. That's not how I truly think. I'm lying. I'll catch myself. I've heard myself say it, that I'm not being fully honest. Right? Also be willing to look at where you have perhaps been overlooking the reality of another's actions or intentions. Resolve to rebalance any discrepancies. And I can easily look at Bobby and say, you lied to me. You said you wouldn't do this, and you did it. You lied to me. Every time I see you, you lie to me. You say you're not going to do something, and then you do it. You lie to me. Every time. You're lying to her, you're lying to me, you're lying to your children, you're probably lying to your job. You're just lying. And you're so deep in it. It's like, well, what lie did you tell? You better just start telling the truth, bro. And that's to all of you. It's like, one starts another, and then before you know it, you're caught up in all these storylines that none of them are true. You just said that to get out of the fucking, and that's where I got Mr. Plum. He's a liar. He calls them little white lies. They're not. They're lies. Any lie is a lie, is a lie, is a lie. When you know what I mean? When you didn't answer the phone and you told them, you made up a story why you couldn't answer the phone. You didn't need to lie. Just tell them I was busy or I just didn't feel like talking. What the fuck is the problem with that? Why do you need to lie to somebody? Because that's what we do? You're not supposed to say that to somebody. Bro, what the fuck? That sort of truth, man, it's a little killer. I don't know. 107.20. I'm going to let us go on this one, and I will come back later with some more stuff. The awakening of truth is what we're looking at right here. I have the Holy Bible and some more stuff. And yeah, judgment and justice, which is part of the end times. Is that surprising? So I can imagine you guys are going to just keep pulling those cards. Didn't we already pull those cards like a week ago? I mean, the judgment and the justice are just the death and rebirth. I mean, realistically, that's what that leads to. There's a lot of these times, God's truth is his love. So there's these times it's like, God, why did you let me think that? Why'd you lie to me? I didn't lie to you. You wanted to believe something that wasn't true. That sucks. Those moments suck. You know what I mean? You look at people and it's like, why did you lie to me? People do it unconsciously. You need to be aware of it. So let's see. We went through the levels of what? We went through lust. We went through greed. We went through gluttony. And now we're going over here into the lies. We'll revisit all these stages, but it's an opportunity to stop, you know what I mean, sinning. I asked that guy, I was like, are you always this honest? No, hell no, dude. Hell no, he's not that honest. I bring it out, though. People just tell me their truth. They can't not. Why? Because I call for truth. But yet there's those that seek to just lie in my face. Why? What are you protecting yourself from? I told that to Bobby before I saw him. It's like, why don't you just admit it? I did. Why don't you just admit it? I said, what? You just want to fuck? Why can't you just say it? Does it make you feel bad to say that? Why do you feel bad about that? Why do you feel bad about just telling the truth that that's all you want? You don't want to say it, but obviously that's what it is. So why don't you just be honest? so that this doesn't keep happening. He doesn't want to look at it as a bad guy, that all he wants is sex. Is that a bad thing? Realistically. And then I saw him and I realized that's not exactly what's going on here. I always, you look at the situation and that's where your actions don't align with what's going on here. It's like, why did you believe he loved you? I can show you a message where he said it. Why would I not believe him when he says it? And he works this hard to deal with me. Why would I not believe that he loves me? But why would I not believe that he only wants sex? Is there a lie in there, or are there just a lot of, distorted truths? And just saying that, it's like, girls don't want to believe that. He loves you, but he just wants to fuck you. Wow. It's like, no, he doesn't love me because all he wants to do is fuck me. That's the only way he knows how to love, apparently. I don't know. This is ugly. Love. That's that cosmic God shit that I try to stay, that we have to dive into, and then we get, carried away and gets a little distorted from our understanding of what the fuck this is. No, that's not what I saw on TV. This is not how people do these things. Very conditioned. And that's where it is. Welcome to the awakening, where you're going to have to take off your programming. Chill till the next episode, and we'll look at some more of that. What are we going to do later? Eventually, we're going to do some religious studies. I don't know where we go from here. We go to breakfast from here. Breakfast? Yes, breakfast. Laters, haters. Love yous. Laters. Bye.